Hi, chat. Hi. We're back. We're so back. It was nice to visit my family. It sure was. What is this stream? What is today? Today is, my voice actually doesn't feel that good. And I'm starting late and all that. And it's been a week. So this is me getting back into Ace Attorney. This is me, recapping, getting through a bit of the trial, and then probably more Spelunky than Ace Attorney. But next stream is gonna be mostly Ace Attorney again, I think. I think it's gonna be me just like, this is just me getting back into it, you know? Also, hi, I hope your day's going well. Yummy soda at 11:46 p.m. at night. I had food recently, it was good. Guys, I don't know if this is controversial, but eating food is good. Yummy, even. This is divisive. Hey, hi. Hope you're doing well. How do you talk on one of these funny streams? What do you do? What do you damn do? While I was home, I went to the dentist, and I'm not gonna show a picture because I forgot to transfer a picture over to my PC. But so I was looking at I was going to the dentist while visiting home, and I saw a Cybertruck. I saw a fucking blue Cybertruck. It was the first one I've seen in real life, and it looks so fucking stupid. It's unreal. It looks comically oversized. It looks so dumb. The shade of blue is at least kind of nice. I do like a fine shade of blue. But it was like this old dude who hopped out to go to the dentist in his Cybertruck, and all I could think was like, God, please don't hit my car. You're taking up so much space trying to get in these tiny spots at this dentist office, and all I'm thinking is like, God damn, that looks stupid, and like it would cause a lot of damage if it hit something. I don't think there's a vehicle I hate more than the Cyberfuck. Yeah, it's a little bit penis. I'm not a fan of the Cybertruck. I just felt so awkward looking at it. It's like, ugh. And like I've talked about it before. I don't live in like a major city or anything, and I don't travel to I've been to a couple major cities, but like the fact that like out here in like random ass streets in Tennessee where like the weather can get quite inclement and the roads can be quite dirt, a Cybertruck is fucking stupid, dude. A Cybertruck is a terrible call. I know, like, if it rusts, it expires the warranty or whatever. Like, it is... I just felt so weird seeing one in real life. It's like, I'm not in California. What is this doing here? What are you doing here? And it's an old dude. It's like an old dude. It's not a tech bro. It's like some old man. It's just... it felt very weird to see. It just felt fake. So while I was home as well, I watched a movie. That's right. You get Melodica Dude movie reviews now. Except I actually watch movies I like. I thought it was pretty good. It's not like the greatest movie of all time. I'm just kind of whelmed. I didn't go into it with any big expectations. But I watched Late Night with the Devil, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. Oh shit! Oh, hold on. Fellas, gamers, goons and goblins. While I was home, I also picked up my Omnicord. It's pretty cool. Also, fun fact about the Omnicord, this new one, it has a banjo setting. Hold on. Let me. Okay, that's okay. We're doing. Okay, that's enough of that. But you can also do like strumming it. Hold on, let me transfer it over. How do I do this again? There's so many buttons on the face of this thing, man. There we go. It's a very neat instrument. I'm still learning about it. Regardless, hey, the Omnicord finally shipped. It took Suzuki months and months to finally get on it. You can tweak like all sorts, like it's so customizable and modular on it. I mean, like not so customizable, but like far more than expected, so it's really hard to figure it out. But I'm learning. It's a cool instrument. I like it a lot. So let's see, talked about Omnicord, talked about going to the dentist and seeing the Cybertruck. By the way, Guys, 24 years, 0 cavities. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I still have 0 I've never had a cavity in my entire life. And I am still keeping the streak alive, as I did not get a cavity and did not have any cavities when I went to the dentist. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I don't have this downloaded, but... So, I'm not really a fighting game guy, but I was keeping up with Evo. Evo had this one guy named Hayao, H-A-Y-A-O, that's the same name like Hayao Miyazaki. I can never get the pronunciation. I wish I knew it better. But it's this guy who's doing the SpongeBob, yeah, this is the best day of my life jump. This guy is unbelievably fun to watch. He plays a grappler who is considered terrible, and he like won Evo Third Strike with this terrible ass character. But hold on, where's the other thing he did? He did so many things. Where's the splits? Oh, there it is. Here's the other thing he did at Evo that's I really like, which is while playing he was doing this. I was like, what the fuck is going on at Evo? This fucking guy. I think I found my, like, people are like I've never been an esports guy, but I think I'm an esports guy now. Bro is my hero. But bro is doing the Van Damme splits while you're playing Evo, like a competitive match against him, and then when he wins, he goes, yeah, woohoo! You are fighting a cartoon character. Reality does not matter. You lose. You are fighting Roger Rabbit, my man. I fucking love that. I fucking, so many, it was so fun to keep up with Evo, and I don't even keep up with fighting games, but Evo was just so good this year. There's a new season of Strive. I'm interested in it. There's some weird balance changes. It's all controversial, but they announced new characters. And this one character called Dizzy from the past games, who's always had a very, like, revealing fan servicey outfit. They revealed that she's getting, like, a modest, I like her new design. It's very good. But there's this weird controversy where everyone's like, why isn't she dressing like a stripper anymore? And it's like, shut up. She's got like this very pretty dress, and she's got new hair, and her motif is now like flowers and stuff, and it's like a very, very good, interesting character design, and still people are like throwing a fit because they're like, she's not wearing just panties, why is she wearing a dress? And it's like, shut up, please just shut up. I don't know, there seems to be generally positive response. But there's just such a vocal minority of really annoying people who are like, what? Why did they give her more clothes? This is the worst. Anyway, that's most of what I wanted to talk about. The only other thing I want to talk about is Late Night with the Devil. I'll talk about that more, and my thoughts on that. My thoughts on Keanu Reeves and that movie as I, as stream goes on. But for now, let me boot up Ace Attorney. Let's see if we can ace those attorneys, bro. Also, I didn't say it at the time because I was talking, but also, hi, Galaxy Dog. Hi. Hope your day's going well. Guten Tag, guten Morgen. For you, it would be 2 in the afternoon. So it's like afternoon for you. That's good, right? Yeah. I can never remember time zone stuff-ish. Time zone's hard. Also, yeah, I love those spinning gifs of Phoenix and Edgeworth. I don't know who made them. They're good. They're great. Love them. Phoenix right. What about Edgeworth wrong? Gasp! It's okay, I forgive Edgeworth. He's awesome. He's freaking epic. He's freaking epic. There we go. By the way, speaking of Late Night with the Devil that I'm gonna talk about more during Spelunky, Hacker, have you seen Late Night with the Devil? That's a very hacker-coded movie, I feel. I didn't think it was the best movie ever, but I did feel that there were moments where I was like, this is like stuff hackers talked about liking. I was like, this is like more for that. It's a good movie. I think it's good. Okay, I'm gonna talk about more during Spelunky because this is like a narrative thing, but like, the last 30 minutes are where they sold me. You think I like bad movies? Yes. It's a good, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. That was an unrelated statement. I wasn't making the bad movie joke. No, I didn't even think about that. It was unrelated. Wait until what? Huh? Hold on, let me switch this over now. OBS is all the way over here. There we go. There we are, there we are. My turnabout. Gasp. I still don't know what turnabout means. Oh shit, I guess I saved in the middle of Gumshoe giving his testimony. Yeah, this is gonna be, again, a bit rockier of easing back into Ace Attorney, considering, I have not played it in a week and a half. I'm trying to catch up on where I was again, and also, goddamn, the last few days have been eventful for me. Just in my personal life, just very busy. All right. This murder happened after the hero of hero. I almost said my hero, like it's fucking Boku no Hero Academia. Jesus Christ. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Yeah, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room. Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their rooms. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, alrighty. Bare facts of the case. That time, wait, yes, no. He was found dead. After looking into it, we believe he was definitely murdered. First thing is the empty guitar case. However, we later found, no. What convinced you that it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, was apparently only taken the case with him. Okay, so he had like, is this gonna be, are they gonna do the thing where it was like a Tommy gun in a guitar case? Like, you know what I mean? Like he was smuggling something that he was gonna use for nefarious deeds in a guitar case. And actually, although he's the victim, he was the one to instigate violence with whatever he had in the case. Rattle 'em, boys! Well, thanks Twitch, I didn't know I was live. Good. You know what, good. Sorry. Yeah, I wish that notifications work. I think Hoff actually figured out a way. There's some like notification system you can set up in a personal Discord channel, which is what I've used for a couple things. But yeah, Twitch is awful about live notifications. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage at the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So the guitar case was empty before he even got to the hotel. Is that the thing, Hoff? Also, thank you. Hello all. Hi, Pope. This bot is the only good bot. I believe you. I believe you. I've only heard complaints about Discord bots mostly, but the one that Hoff recommended works very well. Yep, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. Our first order of business should be to gather more info about his testimony. Okay, so this is the end. Okay, first, however, setting off traps is part of the lawyer's job too. If you say so. We're supposed to escape from them, wouldn't you say? Okay, so the timing is correct. He was found dead in his hotel room. He was definitely murdered. Oh, why is that? Could it be the knife in his chest? Wasn't that because Corrida was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something. What the fuck is this, Gumshoe? Why are you an asshole? We've been through so much. What the fuck is this? No, this is so uncalled for. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal, fuckhead. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention should be drawn here to this bandana. Bandana, what? Oh, around his neck? Oh, what? Banana. His bandana, sir. That's the thing tightly wrapped around his neck, sir? Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. Then what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer here on our hands. Strangulation with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Well, they didn't mention, like, damage to the esophagus or hyoid bone, so, like, we haven't had any, like, confirmation that it was strangulation. He just has a scarf on. They're not gonna elaborate on that? Do I trust them? do I believe them? At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. I don't want to present the guitar case. I have it. Well, I mean, there's the fact that there's water on it. Sure, okay, I'll press him about it. Why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar, and we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then, how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? I see. Yeah, so much for my theory then. I mean, like, fucking gloves exist, but whatever. I believe that's enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. I almost said banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes, Edgeworth's coming in full swing. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Oh, he's so sad. But he also called me a dumbass, so, you know what? You know what, Gumshoe? Yeah. Matt on guard and Juan Corrido were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume, and he found it in Mr. On Guard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also found all over the knife. The defendant's knife was, wait, so you just said that the knife was put there to distract from the strangulation. So it's clearly supposed to be a red herring, and that it has the murderer's, Matt's fingerprints on it. So like, obviously it's being used to frame him. Okay, we're just not pointing that out. Which makes this a premeditated murder. Stabbed with a butter knife. But it was used for a T-bone steak. Maybe it was just such a tender steak, such a lovingly prepared steak. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sorta sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clear, sir. Huh. Okay, yeah. And there's this button. That was found on the defendant's clothes, was it? This button is also covered in blood. Yes, and we know that it's the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? Why is this surprising? Why is that surprising? Why is that surprising? All these points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet? Right? No, what? Why aren't you helping me, dude? I'll find the hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Grr, I'm so mad. Grr. Okay, so obviously the fingerprints on the knife are just, you know, that's the trap. There's the button was on the hakama, there's also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife, which makes this murder a premeditated murder. Okay, well, oops, I meant to go back one. There we go. It's the wrong one, oops. When was the button found? Pretty soon after the body was found. We rounded up everybody who knew Mr. Corrido. And then we did a search on them all, and that's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people. What is he trying to say about me here? His fingerprints were found all over the knife. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, that's what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that. Can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless, what are you trying to... Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There's no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder. So the defendant, so is the defendant the owner of the knife then? No. Also brought the knife to the crime. Well, yeah, but it's from the hotel. Wait a second. What's that? So the basis of your argument was that this was a premeditated murder. Is simply that. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client brought a knife beforehand. That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. What? Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and also, like, you know, the fact that it's like clearly gold, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It has the Gatewater seal on its handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. It's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. I like that he's still smiling. He's, uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Oh, shit, oh, fuck. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but this defense is simply too careless. What? Oh. Have I heard this song before? This feels almost new. I like it. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How is that? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough to not realize this. But I didn't. The question here is, where did this knife come from? And where did it go? Did it perchance get used by a fellow by the name of Matt on guard? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Carita's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is actually incorrect, you fucking moron. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife and a fork on the table. You mean he eats with silverware? Where in the world did this knife come from? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to all recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. What did you have? Like, we're just remembering it? You not got a photo of it? Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on guard's knife was missing. Mr. On guard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on the visit? To kill, of course, even though it was strangulation. What? Huh? Okay, yeah, sure. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven that this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. But no, but it's planned to help me because we just declared that the knife was... Why did we establish that at the start if... Like, obviously I'm ready to point that out. A murder weapon with... there's quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court has not seen yet. In other words, new evidence. Yeah, I figured. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have some important and necessary thing to present in court?
No, not right now, actually.
Actually, I do.
I do.
There's one piece of evidence. One piece!
One piece! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's One Piece! Oh my god, you guys!
They said the One Piece thing. That's the show that people like. Oh my god! I'm soy pogging. I'm pogging at it right now. New evidence in court makes the trial admissible. Well, yeah, actually, wow, yes. Inadmissible, there you go, I was gonna say. Admissible. But I guess, what did I steal something that I forgot about? It has been a week since I played. One Piece. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm willing to give you one chance, and only one. What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's curtains for me. You may now present only one piece of evidence. I just like to imagine a real life trial where it's just like, you get one thing. You get one thing. Like, you could have two things to show, but you get one. Okay. It is weird that these remasters... It's weird that these remasters have this thing where there's no text log, so you can't review what was said. So obviously, I know I have to point out one new piece of evidence related to the case. And it'd have to be something in here. I mean, I could point out the radio transceiver about the whole D-Killer thing. I'm guessing it's probably the wine glass. I remember that having some element of it, but there's also the whole like Gossipland tabloid article thing, which feels like fucking insane to present as evidence in court. It's all or nothing. Oh, hey, have you heard of my attorney's badge? Ugh. I mean, we still don't know where Lotta's camera is. That was just kind of brought up. I'm waiting on that to have like some greater ramification. I think it's the wine glass. Well, there's also the no, the guitar case is a whole separate thing. I would feel like a giant asshole if I was like, it's Adrian. It's Adrian, the whole like love affair subplot. But then I also feel like maybe I'm supposed to present the magazine clipping as evidence of this. And because I don't have a text log to review, it's like, a lot of this feels very broad. Why was the tomato juice in the wine glass important again? I mean, technically it's new evidence because it hasn't been brought up yet. But so is the whole gossip love triangle whatever with Adrian Andrews and all that. So I mean, I feel like I could make a great argument for both of these. You know what? We'll go with the gossip. Nope, I lose. You fucking idiot, right? But this time your bluffing steered you wrong. Gah. I see nothing strange about this piece of evidence. Wait! Shut up, I'm a man of my word. Oh, wow, that ends the whole trial, and I didn't get a chance to save beforehand. That's kind of confusing game design. He's guilty. Okay. Sure. All right, take him away, boys. Book him. Okay, well that was completely fucking unexpected. I guess I get to go through all of this again? Are you serious? That is questionable game design. Sure. That's not even questionable. No, I'll say it. That's bad game design. I don't what? The victim, blah blah blah. First we thought about the empty guitar case, however we later, the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Why is that? Because of the knife, and also, you're stupid, look at the scarf on his neck, right? He didn't say that yet? Wait, huh? What was it? The guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. There we go, yeah. Gah. No? Man, this is a lot of text to skip back through. But only the fingerprints. There we go. Updated court. Yep, okay. Okay, all right. He was definitely murdered. There we go. This is where he does the whole banana thing. Banana. Banana. Why arrest on guard? Why would you do such a thing? What a silly, strange thing to do. Well, we had a knife. Uh-huh, and there's this button. Uh-huh. Bro is yapping. Okay, so we got 2 new pieces of evidence there with the button and the knife. That's nice. I'm gonna save. What a weird thing for them to just jump it on top of you, give you no chance to save, and just be like, by the way. By the way, everything rides on this, or you have to go back to your previous save. Name something new. Like it's Family Feud. The fingerprints were all over the knife. Which makes this a premeditated murder. If it's premeditated, I forget what I presented as evidence last time. I think I just asked him about it. Sorry, pal, it was covered in the fingerprints all over. Right, you're stupid. You're stupid because it was all over. If it was premeditated, then why is it from the Gatewater Hotel? You've messed with the wrong guy, Gumshoe. I thought we were friends. By the way, I didn't know this until recently. Because I've been like, you know, viewing a lot of like Ace Attorney media and stuff, it's like I've gotten into the series. I guess, like, you know, Twitter or whatever has started putting Ace Attorney in my algorithm. I didn't know there was a stage show, a live-action stage show of Ace Attorney, and somebody made, like, a fan cam of Gumshoe and called it Gumshoe Core. And I started getting that on my, like, feed, and I was like, what is happening? What is this? There's, like, a bunch of Japanese accounts, too, that are all, like, shitposting about Gumshoe. There is the Ace Attorney anime, I've heard about that. I've heard people have mixed opinions on it. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property, however, only an idiot would think that it did something. Let me remind you of the fact that ignore all the teddy bear, the Freddy Fazbear's in his room. He already had a knife though, that's the important part. Don't worry about that. I got recommended a video that was called Germa 995, but Germa is Korean. It's like alternate reality Germa. The bloopers are good. Like bits you make up. Oh, is it just like people just like messing around? That's good at least. That's nice. That's nice. If it pleases the court, we'd like the room. Remember that he was missing a knife. This is where the knife came from. Again, we established in the first testimony that this knife was clearly planted after the murder for framing. So, like, I don't know why we're not bringing that up, Your Honor. Like, really, we should be pointing this out. Anyways, ignore all of that logic. If you don't present a new piece of evidence, you're screwed. Okay. Just save frequently is what I'm learning. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your time. But I have new evidence. What if I say no? What if because if I say no, not right now, I mean, it could be true, but at the same time, didn't he just say that he's just gonna rule against me right now if I do that? I kind of want to, I just saved, so let's just see what happens if I do it. Better I not say anything. Looks like the defendant is going to peep on this one. Gasp, that's the word. That's the word. Which means this court is adjourned. Phoenix, we're gonna lose this case! So you better show the judge something quick. Slow down. We all know I have a tendency to be the wrong more than, well, I can't even say it. Never mind, there is one. I changed my mind. There is something we've yet to show. I will say this one more time. I do not feel the need to try. However, if you got one thing. Now then, what's one new piece of evidence? I mean, there's. I don't actually remember what I think I presented the gossip last time. Let's do the wine. Let's do the glass. This is a wine glass. Good. Okay, so what I was gonna say is because the stuff clearly got knocked off and the vase broke on top of the guitar case, the fact that there's a new undrunk tomato juice glass on top of the desk means somebody was there after the murder to like, you know, at least long enough to do something like that and go to the fridge and all that. So it wasn't immediate, right? But I wasn't sure if that was like, because nothing had been brought up about it. I guess that would make it new evidence. Hold on. Wait, I'm stupid. Oh, that makes, you know, that does make sense actually, now that I think about it. Your Honor, wags finger. No. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time.
Oh, it was in the background the whole time.
The scene is a mess because the victims struggle against the assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor, and these were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, the glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. And the only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Oh, well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth, what is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. What, I'm fucking calling the shots? I'm clearly biased. You don't need my opinion. Because there's no special meaning to that glass. What? Bro was thirsty. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. What are you talking about? Oh my god, a dead body! Oh, this would go well with some fine tomato juice. Well, that does sound very possible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews have really set that glass down without thinking? No? If I appear weak here, the trial is over. What, I gotta be a Sigma man. What did he mean by this? Ace Attorney, that's true. Also, hi, Kelp. Me when I calmly place down my glass in shock. So real, so real. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They might just fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves that it was Miss Andrew who set the cup on the table. You kind of stuttered there. I don't really believe you, but you know what? You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless... Fuck it. I love this game. I really do. There's times when the game design is a little confusing and it resets you and the saving and all that, but just fucking... Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have evidence to support it. What? You're a grade A bullshitter, right? But you're not thinking hard enough today. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then... Of course it had been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There was only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants, rather they were one of Adrian Andrews. What? So, like, Adrian totally did this murder, right? Like, she totally did this murder because, like, she found the note about, like, her, like, Celeste, that, like, her old mentor, like, this is totally like a revenge killing, right? That is why I had that is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Oh, I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went over to see Mr. Corita. But upon seeing the dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you said just makes a lot of sense. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything too well. Grrr. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor, and from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided more than enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to be... What? Why is he doing this? What? He just... What? He just said he gives it to you. What? Okay. All right. Thanks, bro. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to hear the court to hear from. Another witness? Yep. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What is he thinking? What? Yeah, what? No, genuinely, what is going on? I feel like... Fucking... Why? Why, Edgeworth? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, Edgeworth? Why? Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Gotcha!
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, edgy! Don't say that. Don't say edgy boy.
Oh, edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? We should be more happy. You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report on her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet? It was that wicked witch of the witness stand.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do.
So he called upon her without knowing it was her? Because he thought it'd be some ace in the hole, and now it's like the worst possible character?
So today I'm gonna tell you anything and everything, even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know about. Oof!
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt me, Gramps.
Yes, madam. No. By all means, please interrupt her, please! Anyway, witness your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
Do you mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly.
Why is she wearing a ring? If she's... What? Why is she wearing a wedding band? What? Because she's married to the game.
After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in the real man, Juan Corrida.
But those two were the same age.
Anyway, now as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Don't say Edgy Poo. Don't. Yeah, what did they write on the summons? That person in the spacesuit in the hall. Yeah, it's security. They probably, he probably put in like, get me the head of security or whatever, who was ever on security that night. But for a guy whose whole thing is that he's like triple checking everything, you think Edgeworth would like catch that? It's fine. It's funnier this way. This is the funnier reality. Also, is that a real gun? It just occurred to me that is a real revolver with a little cone on the front. that is just a real base revolver like handle and stock. I just noticed the hammer. Like a laser doesn't need a hammer. That's just a real gun, I think. I think she's just actually pointing a gun.
Anyway, after this ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. It was something I was interested in finding out, you know? Well, anyway, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was just a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard. Why didn't you see Lotta? Why didn't you see Lotta Hart? She was out there. It was on guard. Man on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
But Lotta Hart was there. Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Mm-hmm. Well, I paced in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. You should tell me what that was. Pulls gun.
Put the money in the bag.
She's the one who shot Fran. Francisca is dead, and it is Old Bag's fault. God bless, God bless. Something you were interested in, and just what was that?
It's not some little thing I could just go around telling it.
You are at the witness, ma'am, you are at the witness stand. You are actually at a witness stand in court.
It's top secret between me and Juan, and Edgy Boo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? Oh, so it's the Adrian thing, right? Okay, But it should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to our testimony later. Looks like we shouldn't force it right now. And do the witness stay in the vicinity of the door the entire time?
Since I was at the job, I made sure to keep an eye out
The whole time. That's when someone showed up. Well, wait, hold on. I pressed... You saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yes, see.
Really?
Annoying brat! When I say I saw someone, I saw them!
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. Oh, yeah, still samurai case. Got it. I mean, his face would have had to have been covered, right? If it was like actually Adrian in costume, right? Please tell the court about the man's face in more detail.
You don't need me to tell you about his face. That soft, gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips. His right eye covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shiny teeth.
His teeth were shining?
Yeah, he was Chip Skylark. Well, he's shining all around in the this week's pinup poster, dearie.
This week's pinup? Why do you, I mean, I don't care how he looks in this week's issue. Please stay with me about what you saw that night.
What, Onguard's face is the same no matter where it is. You know, you whippersnapper.
So, Mr. Wright, was your testimony just now important or relevant in any way? No way, right? Oh my god. Which eye did they say the hair covered? Is that intentional that they have similar descriptions of the hair covering the eye or whatever? Exclusively, but it's the opposite eye? That's, well, sure. It was very important, Your Honor. Then perhaps you'd like to point out what part of that testimony was important. You don't really have to put it that way to get me to say, Mr. Wright, there's something much more valuable than a person's pride, and that is time. Please don't waste this court's time. Yes, Your Honor, oopsies. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there. I don't think she's lying. It's really bad for us. But I know how the human mind is. It can also have the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed into a few interesting side topics this time too, hadn't she? That's what makes her a sweet old lady. That's because you're not the one who has to question her. Okay, so no. I was like, maybe that was partly a description of Adrian. Also, I didn't lose any of my lawyer HP for that. I kind of really expected to, but no, I guess.
After the ceremony, I went to pace around in front of the room. That's where I was interested in finding out. Anyway, I was on the job, so I kept a good eye out.
Did you see Lotta? Where was Lotta in all of this? Oh, then would you tell us about the number of people who went in and out of his room?
I have no idea. I was born so I could count those who didn't pay attention in class for those who didn't pay attention. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keep tracking of how old I am.
Yo, based, actually? Yes, well, would you, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness says she saw someone, correct? But what about Lotta? Why can I not ask about the fact that Lotta Hart was in the hallway and is strangely not being mentioned? I feel like that's mildly important, right? A man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard. Okay, so I can dig into some stuff with the like, give me a description on who was leaving. It was a man coming out of Juan's room. Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. That sort of information is to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was...
Yes, he was.
Oh, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right now.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
What?
He was on guard.
Okay. So my client, are you sure?
Yes, see?
All right. That annoying brat, maybe to avoid a repeat. What was the person carrying? The person's clothes. Well, I guess, yeah, he was supposed to be wearing his hakama. Tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now, yes, what was that thing?
That thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. He was wearing that at the detention center, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons.
Humph men. Fucking. Right. So, Mr. Wright, was that testimony important? Yeah. Where's his hakama? Of course it was important, Your Honor. Then perhaps you'd like to point out why he was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I requested what the witness said about the jacket. I request what the witness said about the jacket to append her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but all right, witness.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
He was wearing a flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Is the hakama mentioned anywhere, or do I need to present the button? I think I need to present the button, right? Yeah. Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Oh, I was addressing you. Do you know what this is?
Ah! It's a button number 2!
She fucking knows. She knows his buttons by number.
It's button number 2 on the Jabbing Ninja's costume!
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it with a single glance.
Give it here, give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this!
That's a real gun now, I know. Well, it's light up, but like, it's based off a real gun. I don't feel good giving her any weapon anymore. She is a diehard fan. This button was discovered on Mr. On Guard's body.
See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was that rascal On Guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of the Nickel Samurai's hakama pants.
See? And On Guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, but I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you just say that the defendant, Matt On Guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? She really said fucking standing emoji. Man standing emoji. How did they let that gun into a court of law? To be fair, was it No. It was a Big Top Turnabout. Turnabout Big Top? The Very Big Circus. Acro's wheelchair had an entire bust underneath it that was used in a murder. So, like, I feel like it's really easy to get anything in and out of this court of law. It was 2004. It was pre-metal detectors. They didn't exist yet. We simply didn't have the technology.
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the Trident dress, then but instead I have to put on this ridiculous outfit. This outfit is hideous, right? I got my tape recorder, and it's so heavy. I keep that dream alive for kids out there. I work so hard, you understand? But now, take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about the documentary of your curling. You should take it to something about edgy poo.
Holy shit. Now hold your tongue still for a second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man. But Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai.
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important, agree with me. You asshole. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Grr. What did you see? What did you see?
On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after this crime, you know? So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
Which means you didn't see his face. What did she see? I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Do you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility exists.
Ah, young'uns today, I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and that's why I say the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Who I saw. It was him because I said so. On guard, yes. It was the nickel samurai I saw. It's convenient for him to wear the costume. He had to go to that post-stage, so he must have worn that when he was stabbing poor Juan. Again, we know it was a strangling now and that the knife was planted. I don't know why we're not addressing this. That's like the biggest twist that could have come about, and we're just like letting that info sit there. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, was it really the nickel samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. There's a contradiction in her testimony right there. I mean, yeah, I pressed about it. The question is what that contradiction means for us. On guard. It was him, the nickel samurai. That's right, that's what I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear that costume during the murder. Or for anybody else to do that. And why would that be?
That way no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for that I can see. In fact, you would think that costume would make him stand out all the more.
You are such an annoying child, you know that. You disagree with everything I say.
Isn't that what you're always doing?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of costume. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show, you know.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to be on stage for a friendly gesture thingy.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja.
Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
What is the obvious contradiction here? I mean, like, there's the press junket thing, right? Valorant ad? Ew, I'm so sorry. If anybody's getting ads in the first place, I'm sorry, but Valorant ads? While ads are running, I'm just gonna take a quick detour to say, I've never played Valorant and I never really intend to. I've played CSGO and other tactical shooters. Maybe someday I'll play Valorant, but I really just never got into it. It's so weird because it's like, usually I'll try out when there's like some big game like Fortnite or something where it's like, it's blowing up and it's really big. But Valorant feels like the first time where I saw like one of those like major like, oh, this is one of the most popular games in the world. And I was like, I just really have no motivation to play that, I'll be honest. Like I've played League of Legends up to level 8 and I said, you know what? No, this is definitely not for me. I am not a MOBA gamer. But Valorant, I didn't even feel compelled to try it, honestly. And it might be kind of fun, a little bit, but I've really never felt compelled. And this game has one of my favorite sound fonts. It's very distinctive. But you don't want to install potential spyware, or I mean, rootkit anti-cheats. I mean, being honest, like, it's Riot Games. Like, I know you don't want to give stuff root access or whatever, yada, 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 but like, you're probably fine. Unless they have some crazy, insane level data breach stuff. I mean, I did hear there was some drama about it, but like, I'm not even really particularly concerned with the cybersecurity element of Valorant and all that. It's fine. Like, I'm not pro the Valorant anti-cheat, but I'm also like not turned off where it's like, that's the reason I'm not playing the game. It's just like, I look at the game and I say like, I don't feel like I care enough to play that. Does that make sense? I mean, like, everyone's entitled to their opinion, yada, 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 but like, because it fits in with other games I've played, so you think I would enjoy it, but then I just didn't care enough to try it. I don't know. All right, ads should be finishing up here. I'll go ahead and get back to it. The Nickel Samurai.
That's right, it was a Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. He must have worn it, yada yada yada. He had to go to that post-stage ceremony show. Was there anyone else scheduled? Yep, we've already talked about this. I mean, do I just press about this? Would you please get on with your testimony? Watch your language, young man. What is that tone? Speaking with an elder. My youthfulness ain't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure at the sea, standing all alone is he, the Nickel Samurai.
She's actually singing. Somebody, my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, could you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you're good and stick to just the facts.
Okay, you promise, right?
Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. Remind me to send a thank you letter too, Edgeworth, old chum. Gasp. Not a crypto, a really fucking crypto ad? Ew, yucky. Ew, yucky, yucky. I mean, do I just press about this? Be a little bit more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket.
Not too long ago? Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be a judge. I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. What? What is this reference? What?
See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? And then now it's everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
God. Guys, if I ever go to port. If I ever go to court, I'm pulling this. I'm pulling this. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough?
But, okay. Alright. So, what is this? Is in his Hakama. So now he was wearing it. What's the point of this information? I guess, I mean, I can present the ticket for the press junket. I don't have... I mean, I could point out the fact that their doors were right across the hall from each other. So it wouldn't have actually been that convenient because he just had to go back across the hall. And I have the knife, which is that he was eating dinner during it. He had to go to the post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know? Must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I mean, I really don't have anything that disproves this, right? This is such a weirdly specific thing. Oops, okay, good. I thought double-clicking that by accident just now presented it as evidence, and I was like, that's not right. Okay, from the beginning. On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember.
The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw.
So, you're wrong. So, pressing you about this should be... So, do I just present the picture of the Nickel Samurai and that it's impossible to tell? I'm gonna save before I do this, just in case. this is a weird one. This is a weird one. Okay, the music didn't stop, so this is, what do you think? I think that doesn't matter. Objection denied. Objection is cringe. I'm gonna try the hotel map. No, again. I mean, what? What else could it possibly... This feels so limiting. I've pressed about everything. We're confirming that he was wearing the costume and therefore you couldn't see his face. So there's nothing more to say. There's nothing to say about this. This is so weird. This feels like a dead end. The game is expecting me to present some piece of evidence, but there's nothing to present.
It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I could, no. And the murder scene doesn't have any evidence proving that he wasn't wearing it, right? This is such a confusing one. This one doesn't make any sense. I mean, it But that doesn't make sense! What do you mean? This literally doesn't make sense. The Nickel Samurai, that's right, that's what I saw. It doesn't, huh? Am I being stupid?
He must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
But we have confirmation now that he was strangled. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh, really? Objection denied. Don't think too hard. There's a contradiction in her testimony sitting in plain sight. Yeah, and I pointed it out. The question is what that contradiction means for us. So he wasn't wearing the hakama, or it wasn't him, it was someone else in the costume. What do you mean? What do you mean? This is such a bewildering one. Like, it's not just me, right? Like, does anybody know this? Like, this, I'm not asking for the answer, but like, this is clearly, like, confusing, right?
On God, yes, now I remember the Nickel Samurai, that's right, it's the Nickel Samurai I saw.
Be a little bit more specific, okay? Uh-huh.
Not long ago today, you're a failure because you're not a judge.
I'm crying.
Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear it during the murder.
And why would that be?
Because they had to go to a stage show thingy.
And was there anyone else scheduled to appear?
Yeah, all of them. That's why he went to Juan Carrera's room.
So he must have worn that costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. There's nothing. What? And you know what's frustrating about it? It's that the game said it was obvious and in plain sight. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's in plain sight. That's why I'm pointing it out. What do you mean? What do you mean, old bag? What do you mean? Hey, what do you mean? I don't get it. So, no, hold on. This is too stupid. Do I present the knife here because if... No, this is insane. This can't be possibly right. Do I present the knife here? Well, I guess I could present the autopsy report because he was strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. I was gonna say, do I present the knife because the fingerprints were all over the knife, but if he was wearing the costume, he has the robot arm and the glove, so you wouldn't have fingerprints. I'm gonna try him. This is a extremely confusing, I don't know what I'm supposed to present here. Oh my god, it's actually the knife. Oh my god, it's actually the knife. I can't believe this. Oh my fucking god. I can't. Guys, if I'm right about this, I'm actually gonna like actually lose my mind if this is correct. That is such a leap in logic. That is so fucking insane. That is actually such an insane leap in logic if this is what I was expected to do.
Oh yeah, it's a knife. So what? Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with it, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention. So this knife was used in the murder, correct? Do you know why this piece of evidence... They're actually going to do the fingerprint thing. But he ate with it! He ate a meal with it! That's clearly... His fingerprints would be on it regardless! There's no way this is what it was. You don't even have to ask. It's because of the Oh my god, it's the fingerprints. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving? If Mr. On Guard was really in the costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for it. This is. I actually just took off. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. This is so dumb. That's actually insane. That's actually ridiculous. I can't believe it. I'm actually. Whoa. Okay. All right. I can't believe I actually puzzled that out. That's insane, but I do. Then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on the knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on the knife right off. Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, does it? That's actually insane. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. I cannot believe this. I genuinely am I am like losing my mind at this. He probably took his gloves off before he began stabbing. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? Again, not even the murder weapon, by the way. There was no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent of murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk to the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder did still take place. Well, it's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this Edgeworth theory? Let's get this straight. Edgeworth theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? Why would he bring the knife? Yes. Yes. This theory contradicts something earlier in the testimony. What are you blabbing about? Now, for argument's sake...
for the sake of the argument, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer.
If that's the case, then with facts and logic, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone there without intent, because he had a knife. This knife, this was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner. I don't know why this like Shapiro voice is what I'm going for. I don't know. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita. I suppose, however, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent of murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, that your theory is flawed from supposition 1. Ew, words are hard, yucky. And one more thing, if the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the— what do you mean glove marks? I mean, it's probably a thing, but just like, we just said that like wearing gloves would wipe all fingerprints, which I feel is like completely wrong probably, but there should be glove marks on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't have, shouldn't be all over like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. The knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Thankfully, we're finally on this. We're finally pointing out that the knife was planted. We established that literally with Gumshoe's first testimony. Order, order, I say, order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Fucking obviously, to hide the murder method. To frame On Guard. It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course. To frame. Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Dog, you just said he took off his gloves because they were meeting amicably while meeting with a knife. But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. If that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. I mean, it was used for eating. Witness!
Looks like I made your life a teeny bit more difficult, Edgy Poo?
Ugh. Witness, did you say you, what? Did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? All right then, who are you waiting for?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting on Mr. Juan Corrida, am I correct, witness?
The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? And what I am an amateur of? So Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe Phoenix, maybe Oldbag was waiting for that person. If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, were you waiting for this person? Adrian Andrews. Take that. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. I see. The judge seems to really be into that article, if it could even be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, like Ace Attorney, are you saying it's Adrian Andrews without a doubt? The witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you? Watch out, Phoenix. I got a bad feeling about this.
I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret, of course.
That rhymed. Also, but what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I don't really want to do this. However, I simply cannot let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. Take this. This is gonna take the wind out of young'uns.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. It's not like we're all like 10 years old. Kind of awkward. Also, my voice is fucking destroyed going back to Ace Attorney after a week and a half of not doing Ace Attorney. So I'm gonna wrap it up relatively soon after this. Cause my voice hurts. My voice hurts so bad, and I didn't bring any. I didn't bring an extra beverage tonight. I don't have anything to drink.
That on guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I can't condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? No one else but you and me know yet, all right?
I mean, you know, in the whole courtroom. The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this Adrian and what about Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article possesses is in fact baseless gossip. It's not based even a little bit. But should this be true, then this proves the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash the rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful, old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right, on guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Yeah, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn, what? You gotta... You've got to burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. What the fuck? Sure, you know what? Sure.
That on guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
So he... Yep.
He thought he could ruin poor Juan. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, this is top secret.
I mean, nobody but you and me know yet. I mean, there's like the gossip paper that we just presented in court. Edgeworth presented it for me. Okay, there's gotta be some contradiction in here about, I mean, like, there's the newspaper. He sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I mean, I need a piece of evidence to present, right? I mean, I guess I can just press her at first. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true! That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan! Look, it says it right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine came from is called Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know?
I suppose it's something about 100% truth. I accidentally skipped it, and there is no text log.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. What? Discriminate? Well, I didn't do anything like that.
Anyway, On Guard will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan.
You don't have any proof that Mr. On Guard did such a thing.
You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do anything, but boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
All right, Sonny, show me what you got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I mean, I can't prove that they didn't. I mean, there's the press junket, right? That he was gonna do the press junket with him. That feels like a stretch. Let's just save before I do that in case. I'm not going to let you push me around so easily.
Heh! There's many a man who've said those exact words and paid dearly for them.
Well, maybe you should brace yourself this time. Here's my proof that Mr. On Guard did not bear any ill will. It's the press junket thing, right? I mean, it's gotta be the, yeah. They were doing a press junket together.
Is that it? You can take it from here, Edgy Poo.
Why are you handing this to me for?
So you can give that jag-headed baboon boy a message for me, please? Tell him that no matter what he does, the only thing he's good at is failing.
What she said, right? Or should I say baboon boy? Yo, baboon boy, I loved FNAF 2. Did I just gain a new nickname?
And here you were lecturing me about something with proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want whenever I want, silly boy.
In my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles for you, anyway.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can present there. What do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was gonna capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you young'uns need.
So you were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was gonna make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun, like this. Well, it's too bad that the woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, this is top secret, by the way, right?
You, me, and everybody in this court of law.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it.
Did you get this from Lotta?
It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole in my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did this old bat get such a secret piece of information? I mean, it would have to be from either abusing her position or somehow asking Lotta? I'm just gonna press right now. If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information, you won't get to go home today. What the fuck?
Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me.
What do I have to do this for?
Just do this for me. You'll get a reward.
I don't want a reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that I spontaneously made, it was even spontaneously made up inside of the witness's head. And here he lectures me on reckless blabbering. As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. Why can I not ask her? Has to be something I can use. Well, I mean, there's the newspaper, but that feels like a stretch, honestly. Well, I'll try it though.
Nobody else knows this.
Except for the whole Gossip Land readers audience. No one else knows it. If that's so true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
But why are you looking at me? Stop that!
Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how I know how you came to acquire your info. Gossip Land, right? You call that proof? It looks more like proof of spite towards the witness. If you have nothing to back up your claims, then say they're no more than valid, then guys, objections sustained. What? But that's...
Okie dokie, I'll ignore him. You see, nothing can get me down.
Well, this sucks. Can you show me proof that Edgeguard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? Do I have anything for this? This feels like a trap, but let's see. What did the tabloids say again? No, nothing. No, I don't have any evidence. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, it was Celeste.
Is that it? You can take it from here, Edgy Poo. Get him. Kill him. Rip his head off. Well, alrighty.
I cannot condone such dirty tricks. And this is a top secret piece of information. You got that? I sure do. Saves before I present evidence. Wait just a moment. What? If it's top secret, then how did you get this information? Wait and see. Well, it's not wait and see, I'll tell you that much. That's the way to crumble cookies. People love crumble cookies. I'm gonna go on a quick side tangent about this. First of all, I don't like crumble cookies. I have tried crumble cookies before. They are way too sugary, which is fine. I just know I'm like really sensitive to like when there's like too much sugar. Like I can't eat something like cake does not need that much icing, all right? Icing is just, yeah, crumble cookies I didn't like at all. They're way too sweet, way too sugary. But I don't know if anybody saw, there are those crumble cookie cereals where they're like tiny cookies. Somebody posted that with the caption, "Oh hell nah, they gentrified Cookie Crisp." Which is true, but also I remember one time when I was a kid, I went to the cereal aisle and I saw Cookie Crisp and I somehow managed to be like, "Mom, please let me try Cookie Crisp just one time, but one time, Mom. I need cookies for breakfast." Guys, Cookie Crisp sucked. It was so bad. I was so let down. I never tried it again. Like that's the best strategy for the parent is to be like, you know what? Yeah, sure, you can't have cookies for breakfast. Cause like shit was such a letdown that I legitimately just gave up. I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going back to like Cheerios or whatever when I get cereal. I went for it, I went in for work one day and the cookies were just boring. Yeah, just total, there's no flavor to it, just sugar and sweetness. Everyone was raving about them. I'm like, bro, what? Yeah! I liked them. What? You just said you didn't. What? I didn't like them. I stopped getting them. Too much sweet. Yep, I agree. It's just too much. Too much. Cookie Crisp, yes. I don't know. The thing is that Cookie Crisp, I didn't hate them. It was just, it was so let down, I guess, right? Because when you're a kid and you think you just swindled your parents into letting you get cookies for breakfast, you have a certain bar, you have a certain expectation. But I was so let down, I was like, wait, this is just slightly less good cookies. Sure, it's for breakfast, but I don't know, I kind of, my mom made really good breakfast when I was in elementary school and everything, so you know what? My mom's cooking was better. I didn't need Cookie Crisp. Oh well, but yeah, no, that's my Cookie Crisp crumble cookie side tangent off of that. I get like activated when I see people praising crumble cookies because I'm just like, it's not that good. I just noticed that old bag is fogging up the inside of her helmet when she breathes. I hadn't noticed that until just now. Oh, that's such a good detail. I was like, what is that like a shining light? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's good.
It is top secret. Nobody knows this information.
My voice hurts so badly right now.
I'm a busy woman. I got tea time with the kids or something. Duh.
It's a secret. You'll never find out. Oh yeah? So no one is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it? Witness.
I hate to say it, but this is how
you came to acquire this evidence. The press junket? The press conference ticket? That would be a weird. Yeah, no, it's not that. You call that proof? Fuck you, right? You're a stinky bitch. All right, okay, cool. Objection sustained. He's right. Huh? Okay, what else could it be? Maybe that's not important. So the two things I can do is I can present evidence that I know where she got her info, or I can present evidence that there was a reason what was this part? You don't have any proof.
You must, you present proof.
Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? No, I can't, right? I mean, there's the fact that their rooms are right across from each other. But I got... So either proof of no ill will, so proof of lack of motive, or proof of where she got her info. I mean, it feels insane to present Lotta Hart as where she got her info, but she is a journalist who was in the hallway, and she should have seen her. There's no other reason she would have been like known, because like she was in the hallway too. John Cena. And her name is John Cena. Clearly, because Phoenix is a certified defense attorney, I mean, just look at his badge. See, the problem is that I never did the whole thing where I just started defaulting to showing everybody my badge. So, like, people joke about Phoenix, like, the meme of, like, Phoenix showing everyone his badge, but I never did that. So it's like, when I actually had to use my badge, like, the first time, I was like, oh my god, there's no way, because I've never used my badge. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info. Did you steal the camera? Take that! You asshole! Wait, no, it's just from Lotta Hart. Wait, I don't know now. I don't even know anymore. I'm making pasta salad again. Yo, this is huge. Pasta salad fandom. This is massive. Holy shit, pasta salad heads. This is crazy. This is crazy. Never before seen pasta salad, except for, yeah. The investigative photographer Lotta Hart. You're not showing everyone your badge. You're playing the game wrong. You're having fun wrong. No. But I don't like losing my lawyer HP, and every time I do that, I lose my lawyer HP. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
My God. Guys, this is hurting my voice now. This gotta end soon. No. I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
Ah!
Good face.
No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Get a real old lady to help you. Oh, shit, I don't even know any old ladies in the area. Damn. I mean, why would I, on one hand, but like on the other hand, damn, no. I was like, damn, let me go get my neighbors. And I was like, actually, I can't think of a single old lady who lives within like a mile of me, actually. Huh. Strange. I guess, I mean, I am relatively close to like colleges and stuff, so like, it's mostly like students. Call old lady.
Little old lady.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard.
Oh my god, my voice.
She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you?
Ugh.
I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
I mean, look. The problem is that 90% of Phoenix's evidence that he uses is also stolen. So it's kind of hard for me to call her out on this when 90% of the evidence I've had in the past is literally stolen. Case 2 in the first game, you steal the wiretapping screwdriver and device from the Gatewater Hotel room and use that as evidence. You really should come up with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can just overlook it just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Nope. If I let up now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from a terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying and I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that note is the only thing you stole that night. Camera. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why, witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it's only logical you have the camera too.
Grr, looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. And when I saw that, I knew I knew what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, check the camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Gasp. I sure hope nothing crazy is in those photos. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. Oh my god, it's Adrian Andrews dressed as the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The photo by itself does not prove the person is the defendant, however. In his own confession, Mr. On Guard clearly stated that, at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is... the defendant. No. How about no? How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? Do you give up? Yeah, sure. If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then it would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake. This photo that Lotta took, there's... saving. There's something a little bit kooky about it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at this photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, again, we're really doing this a lot in this game, huh? I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot? It's probably... Is it across the hall? No, because there's the teddy bears, which means that is Karita's room instead of On Guard, right? Wait, now I can't remember anymore. The door on the left of the... Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is hurting my brain now. I need to look at the hotel guide map. Okay, so looking out from Viola Hall, On Guard was on the right, Karita was on the left. Karita had a ton of flowers and bears, while On Guard had a more relaxed display. Oops, wrong photo. Oops, that's Gora, my comfort character. Okay. So that's the one on the right with the teddy bear. Meaning she was like behind... Did she take this from around the corner where the bathrooms are, pointed at Karita's room? Okay. They're not wearing the hakama, are they? I don't know if that's what the pants and the knot are called. I don't know what the specific terminology is. I just know they keep bringing it up. It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot? Okay. Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is so strange? The costume, right? The lack of the hakama, but I don't... Those are like pants, right? Or is that the jacket? And I can't look at the photo to see if the arm is on the right side. I think it is. Well, I mean, there's the fact that the face is covered. It's gotta be the hakama thing, but I don't know what... I'm Googling it. Hakama. What part of the hakama? Is it pants? Which part of the outfit is that? That's like the whole ass outfit from what I see. So I can't actually tell. There's no button. There's not the button, right? I don't know. I don't know. Is there any other detail? I mean, there's the teddy bear and the flowers. She got this when he was coming out of Karita's room, right? So that's corroborated by this. I'm just gonna go with the pants. This person here, of course. You mean the Nickel Samurai? And what's wrong with that? At the time of the murder, Mr. On Guard was in his own room, which means that the Nickel Samurai... If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation. Irk! I think it's about time you retired. Is that really gonna end it? It looks like there was no problem with the photo at all. The problem is with your brain, Mr. Lawyer, Your Honor. Wait. You were the one who had the last chance fly away, fucking moron. Get out of here, that is enough. This court decided you're stinky, Mr. Wright. Guilty. Also, hi, see. I see the hello wave. Hi. My voice, my poor voice. This is actually like destroying my voice, dude. I saw CD earlier, but you wave. I say hello, hi. Also, hello. Oh, Jeff. You were waving at Jeff. I see. That makes much more sense. I was like, hello, hi, hello. My poor voice, dude. This is actually like destroying my voice. I should. If I only had a beverage. I have to find something wrong with this photo. Where the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot? Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is quirky? I mean, there's the bear. There's the pants. I don't know what the hakama counts as. There's the gloves, which are correct. Right? Well, I guess there's the gloves. But we talked about if they could take them off. There's the doors at the end, meaning... Did somebody switch the side? No. Okay, no, okay, got it. Come on. I don't want to say it's the Nickel Samurai. Because clicking on anywhere on the Nickel Samurai results in it, going with it's the person, then it must be something other than the Nickel Samurai. I'm guessing it could be the doors at the end of the hallway, but that feels like a stretch. The strange thing is somewhere around here, I think. Somewhere around here, I think. Am I seeing something, or are you all not? It looks like there was no problem with this photo at all. I like that everyone just looks at him like, huh? I was looking up the solution and there was a discussion from 16 years ago. Yikes! Yeah, that's a heavy hitter. That's part of the benefit of playing these games is that I'm playing them so many years later. I'm very, very late to these games. I think that makes it more fun, more interesting, because it's like, oh, I get to catch up on them. To find something wrong with this photo. My voice, my poor voice. It's not the flowers, is it? It's not the person. I mean, it's not the teddy bear and the flowers, right? What? How? What? Oh, no, we got this again. I don't know why the hand turned yellow there. The hand turned yellow this time. I like website CDs, good website. Yeah, I agree. I'm flattered that you put me in the inspirations, even though my web page is literally incomplete because I created it and started working on it when I was in the hospital with a lung collapse and I was too zooted off of Fent to ever be able to actually make an edit to it. I need to get back around to it someday. But I am flattered, but I appreciate it. Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? When you're strange, something or something. They don't have the knife. No, okay. Clicking on this Nickel Samurai at all seems to automatically default it to being the entire person, which is not what I want to do. At the time of the murder, Mr. On Guard was in his room, which means that this is not the Nickel Samurai. What do you mean? Is there like a clock in the background that disproves the time? What is this? I have to point this out. Yeah, I'll ask if I need a confirmation on where to point. Okay. What do I need to point out? Okay, here's my question. Is it the Hakama? Am I supposed to be pointing out that the button that is allegedly on the costume is not visually here, and I just don't know where a Hakama requires you to point? Am I supposed to, like, point at the pants specifically? Do you want an answer? I want a yes or no exclusively to that question. If it's supposed to be the Hakama thing with the button that was on the costume that fell onto the Hakama, and I just don't know where a Hakama would be or where the button would be. Like, is me not knowing that the problem? That would be my question. Because I would have guessed it would be around here. But it could, I guess, be up here on the, like, jacket, maybe? But I haven't tried that up here yet. Don't quote me, but it is not the button on the costume that you don't know where it is the problem. Okay, alright. I'm quoting you. The Hakama is involved, but it's not in this image! What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? I'm just gonna go with the jacket part. Nope, okay, alright. It can't possibly be the person. No, okay, alright. This is so... Do people who know the solution agree that it's, like, weird? Like, is it weird? Is it weird? Yes, okay. Fucking... God, I don't wanna, because I feel like I can get it, but... Fucking... God, I wanna... no, okay, yeah, if it's not the door or the flowers or the teddy bear or any part of the costume, yeah, I'll take the... Wait, I have one more thing I want to try. I think I have one more thing I want to try. I have one more thing before I just ask for it to be told to me. Compare it to the promo picture. That's what I was going to do, but I wasn't able to open the promo picture once it takes you to this screen, you're not able to open the court record, right? Yeah, you can't open the court record when you do this. I thought it was like the robot arm thing. You see this little button on the neck? No, okay. All right, okay, I give up. Google the promo picture. I guess I'd have to. I'll check it before going in next time. I think with the promo picture clue, I can probably get it. But it's the fact that it doesn't let you look at the promo picture while you're doing it. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Hold on, I haven't looked at chat yet since I looked at the promo picture, but I think I just figured out what it might be, and if it's what I think it is fucking insane. Is it... Okay, is it these little bits of hair coming out of the mask because it's Adrian? Or... I don't remember her, yeah, Adrian, I think. And she has girl hair, which means it would come... That's not it, right? That's not it, right? If not, I'll just take the answer, but like... Okay, I noticed that the little bits of hair were not in the promo picture. Consider why the costume might be weird if it's not on the right person. That it doesn't fit. Oh my god, but that's... But that's a bad... Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird. I would like to direct the court's attention... Well, you know what? Okay, it makes sense if you remember the Steel Samurai case in the first game, because they specifically mentioned that he had like shoes or blocks or whatever to adjust the height. And so like they were like, oh, it doesn't matter that the costume doesn't fit. Because he had a limp. That's what it was. Because there's no limp in this case, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's like a weird callback thing, I think, but okay. What are you pointing to, his ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, what would be the one but he's striking a pose in the promo image, right? So that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, well, I guess... Yeah, no, wait a second. He's splaying the pants out in that photo, which means, of course, it would be pulled up on his ankles. So that doesn't work. It could just be longer pants than usual. You don't know how it normally looks in the show because it's pulled up there. Whatever. That is weird, I agree. I agree, that is very weird. If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you could care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a minute, let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai poster. Yeah, this is, I pay attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. So it is the big pants. I just thought the pants might have like pleats in them. Oh, but I guess there are. Don't know how a button would get lost in that where you couldn't see it, but all right. His socks, you can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, where he's stanced completely differently, the Nickel Samurai is just holding the hakama up to walk. What? Clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. No? No, he's not grabbing the pants in the photo? Huh? I get what it's trying to point out, but it's just, that is real confusing. These games do that sometimes. That is just real confusing to me, though. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside that costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Gasp. All right, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Good. Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack. That I haven't damaged his case at all. So I think the growth that Edgeworth has is he is in it for justice as well now instead of perfection. I feel like Edgeworth is like, shit, man, if I'm persecuting an innocent person, I'm not going to try to get them ruled guilty, right? I'm only going to stick to the facts and not fabricate evidence or update autopsy reports. So, like, maybe if he's like, oh, I was wrong, good, I'm cool now, right? Like, I feel like that's his change. Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Oh, well, it's Adrian Andrews, probably. Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? It's Maya! Oh! Wait a fucking minute! What if... Okay. What if instead... No, this is crazy. The game wants me to say that it's Adrian, but what if it's somebody I can't possibly accuse because it's the D-killer guy, or like somebody that's working with them, and that, and what if they're trying to frame Adrian? No, I don't, and they're, I don't know, I'm not smart enough to come up with conspiracy theories, I'm sorry, or stupid enough. Gasp, two of them! Gasp, everybody click those suspicious links! Best viewers on that site, gasp. I've never seen two at once before, that's new. Two at the same time. They're so coordinated. Best viewers at Hackling Space, oh my gosh! I will click that link and not ask questions. I mean, okay, obviously the game wants me to say Adrian Andrews. That's, like, obviously. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Andrews? What in the world points to her? Because she's woman, and that means she's short, and that means she is not the same height as Matt on guard. Duh. God, stupid. For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night. And how does all of that add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. So yeah, I think it's most likely not Adrian. It's too obvious that she's like getting revenge for Celeste or something. I feel like somebody... Maybe Adrian was digging to try and get information on Celeste, and so Juan Carita... I don't want to say he faked his death, but I want to say like maybe somebody who was involved on a greater scale is like wanted Carita gone and knew they could frame Adrian, and that's why they're doing this whole D-killer thing, right? Certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. The knife was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict me. Okay, we fucking fell into a massive trap just now. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Cheap viewers? Oh my god, that's different than best viewers. They're not even trying to sell you best viewers anymore. They're trying to go for cheap. Cost effective, my god. Order. Did you guys see those viewers? They were cheap, holy shit. It looks like this trial has hit the most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? Worst viewers! These viewers fucking suck! And they're expensive! Yes, Your Honor? The court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? If I don't get my verdict today, then Maya... Now then, we shall set Miss Adrian Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Sorry, Maya, I'm gonna wait and see. My law I need my job. I have to do something. The trial must go on. But if I don't have anything left, no evidence, no nothing. Now then, the court will adjourn. Oh. I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. So he knows. He fucking knows. But we cannot do... Wait, how does he know, though? Either he's got... okay, so either he's part of the D-Killer thing and this is all a crazy setup, or he noticed... this is insane, but he noticed that Maya isn't here, or that Maya has been missing or something, and he, like, figured out that something's wrong himself. No. He's definitely got... I don't know. It's too early. It's gonna be too crazy of a plot twist, I feel, for me to predict it. We cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. Oh, he's on top of it? That's awesome. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave away to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all, happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What? I already did that. This streamer's smelly / paws. Gasp. Smelliest viewers here. What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. I'm on top of that shit, Your Honor. Everything was planned out in advance? Somehow I knew there would be no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, can we take like 10 minutes of break, man? My voice hurts. Please prepare your witness in that time, Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Go play on the slides and swings. I don't know, man. To be continued. My voice hurts. Save your progress? Aw, boy, howdy, would I like to. There were some good moments today. I mean, this is mostly a catch-up, rather than, like, going back to, dude, I can't believe that Adrian, no way, not cool. And collected Adrian Andrews? My voice hurts too much. Sorry, Matt, you're gonna be in next stream, which might be tomorrow, we'll see. Next stream is gonna be a lot more Ace Attorney. 2 hours is actually even more than I anticipated doing today. But that was too interesting of a trial day, and I wanted to see it.
My poor throat.